Hello and welcome to the Hoop Collective Podcast. We talk about the NBA, which we are doing at a time that will not be disclosed. Actually, it's just a couple days before you're hearing this. It's not really that far in the past. Joining us from Naples, Florida, is a guy who's been around the NBA for longer than he wants to admit, Bobby Marks.
Gentlemen, how we doing? I'll tell you what, as you get up there in age, I got a shingle. Has anyone gotten a shingle shot?
No, but I heard that the layover or the after effects.
Holy jeez, that kicked my butt. I tell you what, I'd rather get the shingle shot than have shingles.
Apparently. Yeah, well, you heard Tyrese Halliburton describe how miserable it was.
Yeah.
He got it this year.
Yeah.
Joining us from points unknown, he's somewhere out west. I don't even know where he is. Somewhere in the mountains, lakes, rivers, I don't know. Van McMahon.
Howdy, partners. All the above.
Very good. So this season, this offseason, the bulk of it's wrapped up. And I kind of think that when we look back at this summer, one of the big sliding doors moments, in addition to LeBron picking Philly, and only LeBron knows how close he was to picking elsewhere. That's a big sliding doors moment. But another big sliding doors moment, I think, is going to be the Bucks making the decision to go with the package that Miami was offering, the younger players, as opposed to going with Jaylen Brown coming out of Boston. Basically sending Giannis to Miami instead of Boston. Thereby launching 1,000 discussions about Jaylen Brown and basically guaranteeing he was going to get traded, which he did. And which got me thinking about trades that never happened. One of the all-time ones in terms of off-season, in terms of sliding doors, was in 2011 with Chris Paul, which I was later told by, the story was protected or whatever for a while, but at the time the difficult thing about that was that the New Orleans Hornets at that time, the Hornets, were under league ownership, and the functioning governor of the team was David Stern. And I was talking to somebody who's a longtime employee of the league office, and he was with Stern when he heard the trade that the Hornets agreed to send Chris Paul to the Lakers. And when he heard the details, which I don't even fully remember, Bobby, it was Lamar Odom, Pau Gasol, right?
Mm-hmm. I think wasn't Trevor Ariza in it too, I thought, maybe.
I'll look it up. Anyway, that Stern, in the moment, there was some, and I'm sure he did later, talk to the owners, because in theory he was the acting governor, but in theory he was the other owners, the other 20.
Get ready to dive into the fascinating world of NBA trades that never came to be, the deals that could have rewritten history, but fell apart at the last minute. Imagine a reality where Steph Curry is sinking three-pointers for the Phoenix Suns, or Donovan Mitchell is leading the New York Knicks to championship glory. The possibilities are mind-boggling, and it's thrilling to ponder what could have been. As we delve into these near misses, a question lingers: what if the Bucks had opted for the Celtics package instead of the Heat's? Would Jaylen Brown be donning a Bucks jersey today? The alternatives are endless, and it's captivating to consider how the league might look today. One of the most astonishing trades that never happened is the 2011 Chris Paul to the Lakers deal. I spoke to someone who was with David Stern when he vetoed the trade, and the details are still jaw-dropping. With the Hornets under league ownership, Stern had the power to veto the deal, and he exercised it. The proposed trade would have sent Chris Paul to the Lakers, while the Hornets would have received a staggering package: Lamar Odom, Kevin Martin, Luis Scola, Goran Dragic, and a 2012 first-round pick. It's staggering to think about how the Lakers roster would have looked with Paul on board, and whether they could have convinced Kobe to extend his career. Bobby Marks, an NBA veteran, was involved in another blockbuster near-miss, the 2010 Carmelo Anthony trade saga. The Nets, Knicks, and Nuggets were all entangled in a months-long drama, with the Russians, new owners of the Nets, navigating their first major trade. It's amusing to think about how the trade could have altered the course of history, and how the Nets GM, Billy King, was frantically searching for a scout's phone number in Denver. As I dig deeper, I wonder, what if the Warriors had traded Steph Curry to the Suns? Would they have built a dynasty around him, or would Curry have struggled to find his footing? The same questions apply to Donovan Mitchell and the Knicks. Would he have led them to a championship, or gotten lost in the big city's bright lights? LeBron James, the NBA's gravitational center, has consistently shaped the league with his decisions. What if he had signed with the Knicks instead of the Lakers? Would they have built a championship team around him? The possibilities are endless, and it's fascinating to ponder the what-ifs. As I explore these trades, I'm struck by the NBA's complexity and nuance. One decision can have far-reaching consequences, and the line between success and failure is razor-thin. Think about it, if the Bucks had chosen the Celtics package, Jaylen Brown might be playing in Milwaukee today. If the Lakers had acquired Chris Paul, they might have convinced Kobe to stay longer. The what-ifs are endless, and it's captivating to consider the alternative scenarios. Would the Warriors have still built a dynasty without Curry? Would the Knicks have built a championship team around Mitchell? The possibilities are endless, and it's thrilling to think about what could have been. As I wrap up, I leave you with a final thought. The NBA is a league of surprises, where the unexpected can happen at any moment. Whether it's a blockbuster trade or a shocking free agent signing, the league is always evolving. Stay tuned, folks, because in the NBA, you never know what's around the corner.